Well, hello there, motherfuckers, and I'm here with your Raw review, and it pleases me to say for once, Raw was actually, I want to say decent, but I'm going to say good. Yeah, I'm going to say it was a good show. I actually enjoyed it. You know, so they started improving last week, and of course they're gonna have a shitty show next week probably because this one was a little bit too good. They just can't just settle for good, or decent. They always have to throw us a curveball, a shit curveball at the end. You know. Anyway, we started off with a Reigns promo, and I thought that it was gonna go downhill from here, but it was a short promo. It was really short, in fact. And, this is exactly, if they're going to force Reigns to cut promos, which I think is a bad idea, keep them short and sweet like this. Don't give a lot of time for Reigns to fuck up and look awkward. Rollins came out, and they finished up with a little bit of back and forth. So it was decent. It was bearable. Not exactly my ideal way to open the show up, but Reigns with a short little promo is not gonna ruin my day. The first match was Owens defeating Ziggler, and this was a pretty decent match. A good first match for the night. Ziggler, looking like an amateur, getting easily distracted by Tyler Breeze at ringside. Ziggler should be smarter than this. Just as JBL was saying, a little simple distraction by Breeze. This was probably the dumbest thing ever. Usually a wrestler provokes the other one first. All Ziggler did was go out of the ring, and he actually provoked Tyler, which doesn't really make sense with the in the land of wrestling psychology. Usually the heel has to provoke Ziggler. Now I know he was at ringside kind of taunting him, but even still, it was a dumb fucking move. Owens hits the pop-up power bomb when he gets back inside. But it was a decent match. I think they could do better, but hell, for a fucking Raw match, it was gold. Cesaro defeated The Miz. Stardust was with the Ascension in the crowd watching this match as a stalker. And I can't help but feel that this match is, that this little feud is something that we definitely don't want to fucking see. Why would I have any interest in seeing Cesaro versus Stardust? And this is the weirdest pairing ever with Stardust and the Ascension outside of the fact that they both are wearing face paint. These guys got nothing in fucking common. Why is this a good idea here to put these guys together? And Cesaro and Stardust, why is this a feud? These guys are not going to go anywhere from this feud. You should put guys in a feud if you think they could grow, if there's room for growth. How is Stardust and Cesaro going to fucking grow anything? All it's going to do is grow my fucking middle finger every time I fucking see it on my TV. And plus, when did this feud even start? Has this been happening on SmackDown? Well, if it is, I don't know what's going on because I don't fucking watch SmackDown. And neither does anybody else for that matter. They get a fucking 1.7 or some shit every single fucking week. So, starting feuds on SmackDown isn't the brightest idea. And I know this ain't the biggest feud. But if it's Raw, every feud should be treated like it fucking means something at least. And, what is this feud going to lead to? A fucking pre-show match, for God's sakes? As I said, Cesaro's too talented. He should be in the world title picture or at least, wrestling for the IC or United States Championship. Give the motherfucker something. So, The Miz is pathetic. I mean, he hasn't even wrestled in fucking weeks on Raw. Cesaro did this awesome thing where he kind of kipped up when Miz was giving him the arm wringer, and it looked fucking incredible. He did it fucking 5 times in a row. As I said, the man's too fucking talented. He's athletic as fucking hell. Why is this guy not getting more? I mean, he's got the size, the wrestling ability. What more do you want from him? What more do you want? He fits McMahon's stupid ass template for a fucking wrestler in the WWE. So what the hell is holding him back? Besides fucking ignorance. Why is he wrestling The Miz? Why is he getting stalked by Stardust? This man deserves so much better. He deserves the fucking world. Yeah, the world title. I'm seeing it right now. I could see him as a world champion. The guy could be a fucking world champion. You know, it didn't happen on Raw, but I saw on SmackDown the way how they had Cesaro. I saw, a short video of him getting out of the car, with sunglasses and shit in the suit. Can you imagine him dressing like that and coming down to the ring as world champion? The guy has the look, not just the wrestling ability and the physique. He has got the look as well, so he's got everything down pat. The only thing holding him back is motherfucking ignorance and creative and goddamn fucking 70-year-old Vince McMahon that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. That's what's holding Cesaro back, and I'm getting fucking goddamn fucking sick of it. Then Bray Wyatt and the rest of the Wyatts came out to cut a promo. And yes, motherfuckers, a coherent promo from Bray. They talked about how they captured the soul of The Undertaker. I liked how he talked about how a body is temporary, but the soul is, I don't know if he said it exactly like this, but the soul is worth so much more. The soul is eternal. Then he made like the ring posts explode like Kane and the lightning like the Undertaker. You know, the sound of the lightning sounded a bit cheesy though. You know, instead of, remember when they actually had lightning bolts strike the ring? I mean, they just did one during the first Undertaker Bray Wyatt feud earlier in the year. They couldn't use that lightning bolt. You know, I don't fucking get it. But anyway, then they set off pyros, at the entrance ramp, and I'm like, how does that show that you've got the powers of Undertaker and Kane to set off a fucking pyro? I mean, the fuck? I mean, if that's the case, then Batista and Goldberg have magical supernatural powers because they have pyros and shit when they come out. So, I don't fucking get it. You set off the pyros. How do we know that someone's not just doing that in the truck? I know suspension of disbelief, but in the realm of the storyline, the fireworks, hey, they'd be really useful on 4th of July. I mean, come on. They should have stopped at the lightning and the fire. That was enough. They had to do the pyros. But anyway, motherfuckers, it was a good promo. And this is a good way to build up for the match. No Undertaker and Kane, I know, but it's kind of better they're keeping them off for at least a week. But next week, I think they should consider having Taker or Kane show up to further this storyline because, that's it. They cut the promo. They established the idea. They've got the Undertaker and Kane's powers. Now move on to the next thing of Kane or Undertaker actually being there. Maybe one week you could have Undertaker come out, next week Kane, then the next week the brothers are together, whatever. You fucking figure it out. I'm fucking sick of figuring shit out for these guys. They should know to just get their shit together. But anyway, so far so good with the storyline. They did a decent job with the promo. The Lucha Dragons defeated Sheamus and Barrett, and I was pretty happy with this result. Sheamus still, I can't believe this man is probably going to be a world champion eventually. Why does the Money in the Bank holder, from the time he wins it to the time he wins the world title, why does he have to look like absolute fucking shit in between? Can't they find something productive for him to do? But this was a very good match. This was actually a really good match. I really enjoyed it. The Lucha Dragons had fucking talent. Sin Cara, The Unico version, of course, did not botch, or at least it wasn't noticeable. As I said, Kalisto has the fucking potential to be the next Rey Mysterio. There's no reason why Kalisto can't be the next Rey Mysterio. If you're gonna use a reason like talking on the mic, Rey Mysterio kind of sucked at doing that, so they might as well. Kalisto has the ability. If they want to make a luchador at the top again, I'd say go for Kalisto. The guy seems like when he does his moves, most people react pretty strong. People like doing the lucha chant, put it on a larger stage, and I think you might strike gold. Really, the guy's pretty excellent, but they're not consistent. He's not on every Raw. But, his high flyingness seems like it gets a better reaction than Neville half the time. The guy actually gets cheered when he comes out. So, yeah, I'm pretty big on Kalisto, and this match was a pretty good example of why. And I hope they push the Lucha Dragons from this point. It's a good tag team. And if they want to make something in the tag division, I'd say, you got a good team. You might as well utilize it. And I was happy to see that. This was a pretty long match, too, a long format match. And, as long as the match is good and it's long, I don't fucking care. This was pretty good. Del Rio defeated RTruth. This was like a simple squash match, but pretty good. I like how they're giving Del Rio the stomp in the corner off the top as his finisher rather than the cross arm breaker. Never thought the cross arm breaker caught on as a finisher. And trust me, after him being there for 4 years and it not catching on, that means it would never catch on. The move just seemed kind of lame, and he wasn't selling it to the best of its ability. Or just didn't fit him. It's just not a good finisher, The fucking cross arm breaker. It's too fucking plain. The stomp in the corner, I say go with that move. That's the better fucking move they should go with. Jack Swagger had confronted Zeb Coulter in the back. They're probably going to go for a feud here. I'm going to guess. Which would be a good idea, when Swagger was confronting Zeb, it seemed like his mic skills had improved a tad bit. He's still no, epic guy on the mic, but still, he's a good wrestler. That's never changed about Swagger. The guy's still a good, wrestler. He's still got ability. He's still a former, amateur wrestler and all that fucking shit. He still could put on good matches. So I say, a feud, I guess, maybe give Swagger something to do. We haven't seen the guy in fucking months, so you might as well put him out there. Paige defeated Becky Lynch, Brie Bella, and Sasha Banks to become the number one contender for the Divas title. Fucking awesome match. I'm going to say this right now. This fucking match blew me the fuck away. I honestly, I couldn't, believe how good this was. This was almost like NXT quality, maybe not quite, but, you get the fucking point. And I hate to admit it, but I actually forgot to wear my YWC title. And, we're going to fix that right here. I apologize for people not, getting to see the gold here, but, I forget sometimes to put a belt on my shoulder. It's not my top priority throughout the day. But anyway, this match was pretty fucking good, I have to say. What a fucking good match. Everybody in there was, going on all cylinders. And I think this is the case here. Nikki Bella just fucking sucks. And that's the reason. Take her out of the ring and you probably have the potential to have way better matches. And this was good. This was fast-paced. It was exciting. It looked like anybody could win it. I hope they do more matches to this quality in the future. So, it's going to be Paige and Charlotte. Backstage, Charlotte cut a way better promo where she didn't sound like a total goofball and she wasn't woo-ing all over the place. The fucking, false, half-hearted woos. That was a way better promo. Um, then you had the main event. It was Team Reigns defeating Team Rollins by disqualification. Um, it was a decent match and a good way to build up for Reigns and Rollins. I'm going to admit it right here, right now. Not really looking forward to the match, but you know, the meaning Reigns and Rollins at Survivor Series, but it was pretty fucking good. Um, Before the match, another good promo from New Day. They were talking about like how their favorite Destiny's Child song is Survivor, their favorite band is Survivor, their favorite book and movie was Lone Survivor. So that was pretty entertaining stuff. And New Day had Xavier Woods back, so it was good. And of course, Roman Reigns brought back the Usos. That's right, his Samoan fucking butt buddies. He brought them back, and I don't give a fucking shit about the Usos. Everybody knows that I don't like the Usos, and especially when they go for that plancha on the outside. You hear Michael Cole, "Hey, you ready, John? I say Us, and you say oh." Can they get any lamer? Seriously. I mean, that sounded so fucking lame. And I know it's not the first time they've done it, but I forgot after so many months of not hearing it just how fucking retarded it sounds. Can you imagine JR? Can you imagine Gorilla Monsoon? Can you imagine Bobby Heenan? Can you imagine any of these fucking people saying that shit? That sounded so lame. And just like they were fucking children saying that. I don't care what anybody says that, ooh, so fucking shit is lame. It's so childish. It's such a stupid thing that they come out and say. I mean, come out, do your fucking tribal war dance or whatever it is and go on your way. The ooh, so shit is fucking lame. And when the commentators say it, it sounds even fucking lamer, motherfuckers. I mean, this commentary team, they're so fucking lame and out of touch. And I know it's McMahon making them that way, but my God, you just listen to them for the whole night and you just about had it. I mean, they say some of the lamest shit I've ever fucking heard in my whole fucking life. Dear fucking God. Anyway, Rollins hit Ambrose with a chair. He gets disqualified. So, I really didn't expect the finish, so I'm not really disappointed. But it was a pretty decent match for what they gave us. Really, no big complaints tonight about this show. It was pretty damn good. A good fatal four-way with the Divas. Lucha Dragons match was good. Ziggler and Owens was a pretty good match as well. So I gotta say, there really wasn't a bad match that they had. Good fucking show. Good fucking show. Keep it up. I know you won't, but keep it up. I'll say it anyway. Just something that really needs to be said. Try to keep it up. At least try not to have the show completely suck. It's okay if you want to go back to decent, but it was a decent enough. It was a good show. Not decent. It was good. God damn it. I'm telling you, it was a good show, and that's the fucking truth right there. I enjoyed Raw for a change, motherfuckers. All right. People are going to say, oh, where's Angry Brad? Where's come on. It was a good show, motherfuckers. For the people, I was almost about to end the video. But for anybody who's going to come at me and says this show sucks, and that I'm out of my mind, you're out of your fucking mind because it was a good show. Take one look at the Divas match. And if you tell me that was a bad match, you could go fuck yourself, motherfuckers. I gave you a little bit angry, Brad. I was, angry thinking about certain wrestlers that need to be pushed. But nothing on this show really pissed me off or made me angry because it was good. And there was good matches on it. So there you go, motherfuckers. A good positive review from me.